Good evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning in and joining me tonight for our shamanic yoga. It's going to have a chakra balancing twist to it as we work through incorporating some of the cardinal directions into our practice, and also some of the information about the shamanic concept of chakras. There are those studies and those teachings that the chakras in shamanism are very similar to those that we see in Eastern spiritual systems, but there's also some that I've read that are very interesting on these little differences that I find to be really fascinating and can broaden our experience with our energy centers in the body, and also how they relate to the directions around us and within us. So we're going to be exploring a little bit of medicine wheel, chakra yoga, and shamanic yoga this evening. So hi everybody, I'm glad you can join us tonight. Yes, so chakra yoga balancing, shamanic yoga this evening. What else do I want to tell you? I'll kind of talk you through what some of the different concepts are around the different energy centers and how they tie to the cardinal directions. And so this is going to be a balancing practice tonight, not just like a physically balancing practice, but a balance for the directions in our life, the balance for our vision, our prioritization, the balance of the elements within us, and the balance of our own energy. So that's what the practice is going to focus around. If you feel inspired to make any donation to Branches of Wellness, please, we graciously appreciate it, but you do not have to. Our PayPal link is paypal.me/branches of wellness. So I thank you so much if you feel inspired to donate. Also, keep an eye out for email and Facebook message from us, as next week we're hoping to have our classes go to private Facebook Live groups. So if you're interested in being involved in any of the private groups, please email us at Branches of Wellness, which is branchesofwellness108@gmail.com, or privately Facebook message us to be incorporated in those groups, so you can attend classes for like a monthly unlimited price. So thank you so much, and I'm going to head over to my mat and get started. Thank you guys for joining us. Okay. All right. So tonight you might choose to utilize a cushion or a bolster, maybe a couch cushion to sit up on, or a bolster that you can sit on. You could also utilize a yoga block to sit on, but finding a comfortable seat. You may also like to have a blanket handy, and maybe a strap, a yoga strap, or a robe tie, or something that you might utilize to help support your body later on in our practice. So as you find your comfortable seat today, we're going to find and connect with our breath, and start to connect with the concept of the four directions, and how those four directions too, as we work with them, tie to some of the corresponding energy centers of our body. It's very interesting. So allow yourself first to sit nice and tall. Make sure that your legs can feel relaxed and comfortable however you're sitting. I'm going to take a nice beautiful breath in. And as you exhale, sigh the breath away. Inhaling, big breath in wherever you're sitting. And as you exhale, complete exhalation. So as you ground and breathe here, I'm going to just share with you some concepts. So there's one field of belief in a certain native culture that the chakra systems, very similar to Eastern spirituality, where there are 5 major centers, and later on through the history of human evolution we evolved 2 more, so it brings us to a total of 7 spheres of energy in the body that govern our organs, our glands, and also the body's responses to things. So the first center was believed to be actually in the crown, and that was why there was why we have the soft spot in our head. So it was believed that the soul would enter into the crown upon conception or birth, and that was also where the soul would depart at our end of life. The second chakra was believed to be around the third eye center, brain. The third was again the throat center. The fourth, the heart. The fifth was the solar plexus, and for many, many centuries in certain tribes that was believed where our energy centers stopped. And the story goes that as people became more physically attached to things and less spiritually inclined and connected to Creator, it was believed when the focus shifted to more physical earthly realm items, we developed two lower chakras, sacral and root, to keep us grounded, keep us connected, and it pulled us away from the connection of Creator or Spirit. So we are going to work our way up from the roots to the crown tonight in this practice, but just very interesting, different way of looking at things. So let yourself sit nice and tall. Big breath in again, sighing out. I'm going to open with a little chant for balancing the elements. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, return, return. Let yourself breathe in and reach to the sky. And as you exhale, let the arms melt out and down. Take another big breath in here. Exhaling completely. One more big, beautiful breath. Exhaling completely, feeling earth below, sky above, ancestor all around, seated with us in circle. Those who've come before us, sitting with us this evening. Feel the presence. Feel the presence of your nature guides that you might be seeing outside your home, sitting with us tonight. Whatever animals have caught your attention in real world or in dream time, let them be here with us, our power creatures, our power totems. Closing your eyes, just opening your palms to the sky. Feel your space wherever you're at, filling with spirit. Also with the spirit of one another, even though we are physically separate, our spirits can dwell together. So invite everyone into your space tonight as we sit in sacred circle. Beautiful breath. Maybe you find prayer hands or touch one hand to your heart and the other to your belly. As we continue with our opening centering, make sure that you are continuing to be comfortable in your seat, adjusting at any time. Take another big breath and sigh, relaxing your jaw and tongue, and let your head bow slightly towards your chest. We're going to begin with breathing for the 4 seasons, also tied to the 4 directions. The inhalation represents the east. It represents the spring. Holding the breath will be the second part of the pattern, which represents the summer, represents the south. The exhalation will be fall or autumn, okay, and also representing the west. And the holding of the breath out at the end of the exhalation represents the winter or the north. So we're going to take an inhalation for 4 counts. We're going to hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold out for 4, connecting us to the 4 directions and the 4 seasons. So inhaling, allow yourself to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding out 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding out 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, holding out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale to reach to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, arms out and down. Taking a moment, just notice how you feel. The breath practice in shamanism called breathing for the 4 seasons or breathing for the 4 cardinal directions can be very balancing and relaxing to the nervous system. Helps us to become present and grounded. Taking one more breath. Beautiful. So we're going to allow ourselves to begin to connect into our root center. In shamanic tradition, this can be known as the below direction, below us, the earth here. So we're going to let ourselves find our way onto our seat if you are propped. And we're just going to start to connect with gaining some roots here. So let yourself bring the legs out in front, and again we're going to massage, squeeze up and down the leg lines to enhance circulation, enhancing the lymphatic fluid moving. So we're connecting very much to physical body in the root center or the direction of the below of the earth. So feel like as you're massaging up and down the leg lines that you are really sending energy down into the earth from your legs and feet, but also drawing the earth energy up into your body. Breathing here. The direction of the earth to support us on our journey, to nurture us. And I pull Lakota cards of spiritual concepts before each of these shamanic yoga practices. And the very first card that came up tonight was Maka, talking about we are going through a rebirthing and we need all the support and connection to earth that we can get right now. So taking just a few more moments, give your feet a squeeze. Squeeze through the soles of the feet, the toes, squeeze around your calf muscles, squeeze around your Achilles. You might take circular massage around the knees, wiggle your toes. Take a couple big sighing breaths here in the direction of the earth and our roots. And we're going to allow ourselves to take our weight back into our hands for just a moment. If you need to, you can go to your elbows behind you. And we're just going to stomp the feet, bilateral stomp for a moment. So you can hear my feet pounding on the floor. Just a little bit of stomp. Close your eyes and a big breath in. And as you exhale, think about releasing anxiety, releasing fear and worry by stomping into that earth energy, connecting with her, Maka, the earth mother. 2 more breaths. Connecting with the direction of the below, our root center. Good, and then you're going to allow yourself to begin to center the legs, windshield wiper your knees. We're going to incorporate kind of rocking on the hands so that we can feel our hands kind of imagining picking up earth as you find or paw the earth with your hands here. And the direction of the below in Lakota tradition was tied to the power animal of the mole who regenerates itself. So feel that little rock as you rock across tension in your sacrum and glutes. Close your eyes and feel your hands kind of pawing the earth. If it feels safe to you, you can also play with lifting up the hips a little bit. And so you can hit the floor a little, lift up the sacrum. You can do this little side to side if that's right for you. If not, just keep twisting it and finding that percussive gathering up of the earth energy. Breathe here. Big breath in. Thinking about how are we regenerating in our lives right now? How are we being reborn? How are we recreating ourselves, our schedules? Breathing, and what do we want to create? Couple more moments here. And then we're going to allow ourselves to start to center. And we're going to let the legs open wide in a V or an angle shape, Upavista Konasana. Letting ourselves find our roots longer to our sides here. I'm having my knees bent. If you need to, sit on the edge of a blanket roll. You could sit right on the edge, or you might go back up to a cushion or a block even. So I'll show that on my block there. Knees bent. We're going to allow ourselves to expand the roots into the earth here. You can let yourself inhale and lengthen. Make sure you feel your sits bones down on the earth, nice, tall, long spine, no curving in the low back. Exhale, soften the muscles here. Softening thighs so your quads aren't gripping, softening hamstrings. Again, knees can be bent if you like, or extended if you have the flexibility there. Let yourself, as you begin, sit tall. Let your palms face upward. Receiving, balancing through our energy centers, or as one of my teachers called them, the energy spheres of the body. Breathing here, allow yourself to either remain seated tall, or if it feels right, feel this little side-to-side sway action happen in the upper body. You might be leaning side to side. You might be swaying forward. You could put your palms on the earth if you need to in front of you. But bring this little side-to-side instinctive movement in as you close the eyes. And as you either sit in stillness or rock side to side, swaying, moving any way you would like, think about your roots extending down from your feet and your legs into the earth. If you would like to allow the upper body and head to melt forward, let it happen. And again, we feel this tactile action of palms, fingers touching the earth. You might even again imagine like you're gripping and squeezing soil in the hands. Breathe here. Let your head weight go if you're leaning forward in any way, and relax your jaw and your tongue. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 returning to balance within ourselves. A lot of us that know chakras know that the root is tied to the earth, earth energy, earth element, balancing it now. If you'd like to, you can let yourself lean over one leg. Maybe you bring your nose or chest toward the knee or the thigh. Breathing here. Any exploration of movement is welcome, or any stillness. Allow for whatever speaks to you. If you're going over the leg, bringing chest or nose toward the quadricep or knee, allow yourself to go both directions and breathe. Deep, beautiful breath here. As you exhale, let go of doubt and comparison, things that will recognize when we have an imbalance in our root center or the direction of the below. Let yourself start to guide the body center when it feels right, when your sides feel balanced, and just lengthen up through the spine. Again, you can have your knees bent. Let your palms face upward. Take a big breath in. And certain native tradition, the direction of the below, the root center, was associated with the colors green or brown, like the earth, like the plant, the grass that grows up from the earth, the brown like the soil or the bark of the tree. Let that energy, imagine it flowing up through your legs, lower body, up through the entire self here. Deep breath, tying to the idea of regeneration and seeing through the darkness at the end of one cycle into the light, the beginning of new cycle, new life. Also tied to the power animal, the mole, in Lakota Wahinhaya, regeneration. Bringing your legs back in as you feel ready to do so. We're going to let ourselves take a moment and bring the soles of the feet together, unless you feel you need a minute just to kind of rock a little bit on your tailbone. Take a moment. If you feel you need a little cat-cow action here in your spine, let it happen. Or if you need windshield wipering, let that happen. Always honoring the wild animal of the body first. Now, if it feels right, bring the soles of the feet together as we're going to connect and keep bridging these energy centers in these directions. We're going to be bridging into the sacral chakra, but in a lot of native tradition, this is also associated to the direction of the east and new beginnings, tied to the color yellow. Unlike Eastern chakras, the solar plexus was yellow, but in a lot of native tradition, the sacral was yellow because it was like the rising sun. The rising sun and new beginnings, the east, the dawn light. So let yourself first take your hands to the sacrum, right below the belly button. If you're comfortable with knees open, let them be there, or you might prop them. If you don't like the knees open, bring them to parallel. Perfect, either way. And you're gonna breathe into this part of the body. So you're gonna inhale, feel the low belly expand like a balloon, filling with yellow, like rising sunlight. Exhale. We're gonna blow out through the mouth. So inhale, low belly expands. Exhale, breathe out the mouth, like you're breathing out darkness and shadow. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, like you're breathing out negative attributes of the ego, insecurities. Exhale, breathe it out. Now we're gonna start this little pelvic rocking in the sacrum. So balancing root and sacrum now. Inhale, you're gonna rock forward. The knees can open a little, the heart can lift. Exhale, a little rounding. The knees can come up as much as they're comfortable, keeping the hands on the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, when you round back, give a little bit of a pressure or push to the low belly as you exhale from your mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhaling up the mouth, pelvic rock. Feeling like when you exhale, you could close your eyes and imagine old energy just being pumped out of you. Couple more. Release that old energy. The things that haven't been helping you, the thoughts that have arisen that have been fear-based, exhale them like you're breathing out old smoke. And you're welcoming the new beginning of the east in our sacrum, where we give birth to new life, new ideas, starting again. One more breath here. Now, you choose how you'd like the legs. I'm going to take my hands to my knees and we're going to spiral the spine. So rocking front side, back side. You could go to diamond legs again. You could cross your legs. You could have parallel bent legs, your choice. But close the eyes again. We're feeling our tailbone rooting down into the below direction, below, like the roots, tied to the colors brown and green, the below. And then reverse your spiral. And imagine feeling the energy rising into the second sphere down here of the sacrum, or the direction of the east, where we can start new and we can start over. We can birth a new reality, and it's tied to yellow like the rising sun, the direction of the east. So now just a few more breaths. And we're going to take one more exercise here in our seated position, and it is to invoke the childlike mind. Okay, so you have to have a beautifully fantastic open mind for this one. So it's known as the breath of the coyote. And I know Betty showed this on Facebook a couple days ago. And we sit in the cat-cow position of the spine with our knees bent out in front. The exhalation, round our spine. The inhalation, we lift the heart. But the catch is to invoke the childlike part of our mind, curiosity, joy, and wonder. We do this little breath that goes he, 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 he. And it is to inspire laughter. So as I was taught, you think about fear, anything you're afraid of as you start this exercise. And when we integrate the exhalation of the coyote, he, 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 if any natural laughter comes out, you let it. You can whisper the hee-hees, you can roar the hee-hees with laughter. It's to produce organic laughter though. So inhale, lift the heart center. As you exhale, go hee 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 hee. Inhale up, exhale, go hee 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 hee. Inhale, lift, go hee 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 hee. anything that's causing you worry, exhale, go hee 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 hee. Inhale again. Exhale. Hee 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 hee. Do one more big breath. Any natural laughter, let it come. So you're going to take a moment when you've collected yourself and just smile. Close your eyes. Deepen the breath. The coyote laughter. Open your palms to the sky, just receiving nurturing life force of the air, Tumkanshala, the Holy Spirit of air, Holy Spirit of God. Breathe it in. Good. We're going to allow ourselves to begin to reach the arms to the sky once more. Lifting up any heavy thoughts. Exhale as the arms part open. Do that one more time. Just thinking of lifting up heavy thoughts to the sky. And exhale. So the other totem that is tied to the sacrum, as you reach your arms up and exhale them open, is the eagle. So just a few more breaths with eagle wings. Inhale up. Exhale open. The eagle, to broaden our perspective and our perception, opening up the perception when we are in times of fear. Maybe take a few cleansing breaths as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, part the sky, part the clouds. Take in that dawn sun of the east of our sacral center. New beginnings and childlike mind of wonder, not fear, being curious, not fearful or hard on the self. 2 more breaths. One more breath here. Eagle energy, broadening our perspective so we can see through our fear. We can see past the illusion. Now we're going to allow ourselves just to take a moment to come onto the hands and the knees. I'm going to take myself sideways on the mat here. And we're just going to play with cat-cow for a moment to open up the spine. So exhale, rounding up the back here. Inhale, sway it. And we want to start to pump the energy of the belly. So as you exhale, blow out through the mouth, inhale through the nose. As you exhale, feel the navel draw up toward your backbone. And I want you to think about howling as you exhale. You don't have to actually howl unless you want to, but you're going to think whoo, like whoo, H-O-O-O. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, go whoo. Exhale again, all the heaviness and layers that don't serve as we start to travel into the solar plexus energy center. And in the shamanic teachings, that this center can also be tied to the direction of the south and the totem of the wolf. The direction of the south is where we grow and learn from our lessons, where we act with maturity and responsibility, and where we learn to create beauty from our words because our words create our reality. So inhale, sway. Exhale, if you need to get anything out that just needs to get off your chest, take 2 or 3 more repetitions here. With that wolf. The direction of the south or the solar plexus is also tied to the color red, like a fire. Good. And we let ourselves start to come into downward facing dog. Walk that dog. Still working with the H-O-O breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. Maybe you're walking your dog. Go pedaling your feet, rolling through the arches and the balls of the feet. Big breath. Big breath. Take a moment to play with a little knee swivel to one side. So I'm on the balls of my feet. My heels are high. Little knee swivel. Lateral back opening stretch.
Go the other way, take a couple H-O-O breath, like you're making a big wind, big bad wolf breath. And then let yourself walk the feet forward. Sway, swing the upper body. Let it flow. Deep, beautiful breath here. Let your head weight release. Give the head a nod, yes and no. Maybe you have a lion's breath out from the mouth where we stick the tongue out. Or a horsey lip breath. Fluttering your lips, fluttering the jaw. We're going to roll it up through the spine as we continue to explore and work through these 3 lower energy centers. So when you roll up, you might walk your hands up the quadriceps to stand, soft knee bend, and we're going to again connect to the below direction, the earth, the root chakra. We're going to connect to the east direction, the sacral chakra. We're going to connect to the solar plexus chakra, or the direction of the south, the 3rd energy center. So you're going to just allow yourself here to take a wider stance. Let your palms face out or up and just start to rock on your feet for a moment. Close the eyes if you're able. Just getting into that little bit of vestibular movement, maybe creating a little sense of disorientation if you're rocking, swaying. Good, so feel like again your feet are gathering up the energy of the earth and we're feeling that strong, stable connection to the ground below us. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return to all of our energy centers in balance. The below direction is earth element. Let yourself center. We're going to inhale and have this little knee bend, reaching our arms up to the sky. As you exhale, press the palms down the center line. If you have any, bend your knees like you're sitting to chair and press the palms to the earth. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pressing down the center line. Let this flow. Just clearing the channels of the body from earth to crown here. Inhale up, exhale, sigh. Few more breaths. Good, we're gonna play with this root, sacral, and solar plexus integration by changing up the movement here. As you bend the knees, next time you come up, go to the ball of one foot as you reach to the sky. Exhale, heels down, and then switch going to the ball of the other foot. Exhale, press, inhale, lift. And we're just really thinking of rooting down, lifting up, finding our strength here. Now, as you continue, if you would like to, you can pick up the leg into a balance. Really working with the below direction of our roots, our strength, our stability, and where we came from. So as you continue, feel the presence of ancestors with you, your past loved ones. Spirit, whatever you pray to, guides and guardians, power creatures, animals, feel them with you. They've all come before you. They're walking with you. And as you reach up to the sky, offer them your fears, your worries, and find their strength below you and in you. As it's believed that our ancestral wisdom is in every cell of the body. Take a couple more. One more. Now we're going to open up our legs. Sacral activation. Swaying, rocking here in this horse stance. Sacrum, though, tied to the energy of eagle. New beginnings of opening up our perspective to start again. So we're going to center ourselves. Inhale, fly your eagle wings up. Exhale, bend. And just think again about any fear. Releasing and seeing past the illusion of it. Find those eagle wings. So my toes are pointing outward. My tailbone and sacrum is dropping straight down toward the earth. Sacrum is opening as I bend my knees. Keep it breathing. If you need to do less of a knee bend, Go for it. You can do as little of a knee bend as you need. A few more breaths. Also helping to stabilize the SI joints, sacroiliac joints through this movement here. 2 more breaths. Good, and we're gonna take it and start to weave integrate. So we're gonna keep shifting our weight side to side. One arm pulling energy in and then alternating the other arm pulling in. So I'm doing a slight twist and pull. Twist and pull. Keep it breathing. Pull the energy into your belly, into your sacrum. Breathe here. So root tied to the below direction, the earth element, colors of green and brown. Sacrum tied to the direction of the east, new beginnings and birthing, creating. Color yellow like the rising sun of the day. Solar plexus tied to the direction of the south, of making responsible, mature decisions, being accountable for our actions, tied to the color red and the element of fire. Couple more. Good, and then we're gonna center ourselves and our energy, bringing our feet back in. Bring your palms to the belly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reaching to the sky, and exhale. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the belly. Inhale, reach up. And now as you take the hands to the belly, interlace your forefingers and press the palms right above the belly button, thumbs open. Close your eyes, bow the head. Now, as you're integrating, feel your toes spreading, feel the balls of the feet connecting with the earth, heels connecting. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, feel it draw in. Gesture of unshakable trust in ourselves, in our spirit, trust in the earth. Standing here for a moment. Good. Standing in your strength. Notice if you feel any of the energy centers charged up, like some extra heat in the body, some extra flow, movement, or stillness. Good. Inhale. Press your palms down, forward, and up. Big stretch. As you exhale, open the arms with the HA sound. Pressing down, forward, up. Inhale. Exhale. So we find that interlaced position, Vajrapradama Mudra of unshakable trust. Inhale up. Ushas Mudra, new beginnings. Starting again. And deciding what we want to leave behind us energetically. What impact do we want to make in our world now and when we're gone? That's what the solar plexus energy center is about. In the direction of the south. What impact do we want to leave on this world? How do we want to decide? How do we want to choose so that we're serving the greater good? We're going to let ourselves, I'm going to turn sideways on my mat so you can see I'm coming into just a few twists for solar plexus before we move up to heart center. And this is like, it can be a chair twist, or this can be a mountain twist, depending on how you're feeling in your low body. So I'm going to show mountain twist first. So my feet are about hip width, a little wider. I'm reaching my arms to the sky, inhaling. As I exhale, I'm going to take prayer hands and twist to my right. And I'm going to take forceful breath out the mouth. Inhaling up at center, exhale. Always going to the right for the first round. And when we repeat it, we'd be going to the left side or opposite side. So if you're integrating chair into this, you'd be going, inhaling up, exhale. And we're getting now this whole engagement of root, sacrum, and center, solar plexus. Okay, so one thing to be mindful of when you go to your chair pose, you want to slightly tuck the tail so we're not swaying the back, and you want to feel the engagement of the abdominals when you exhale, knees going straight forward over the big toes or the second toes and not rolling in. So inhale, we're going to begin, reach up to the sky. Exhale, maybe you just go to a mountain twist. Forceful, exhale out. If you want to integrate chair, start with a little knee bend. You can deepen it. And as you exhale, you'll feel this squeeze in the oblique, the side abs, and also maybe through side back, quadratus lumborum, getting into those muscle groups. Knees going over the second toe if we're bending. Exhale the fear, the worry, thinking about that childlike mind that we experience in the sacral energy center. That laughter. I just start to laugh when I think about it. 2 more. Now inhale up. We're going to reverse it to the opposite side. I'm going to turn. So I'm going to exhale and start in our mountain twist. My legs are just softly bent the whole time. I work with forceful exhalation out the mouth. Now we're going to start to integrate chair if you would like. When you're working with chair, if you choose, knees go over the second toe or the big toe, not rolling in. A slight tuck of the tailbone so we're not swaying the back. Now, when you straighten the legs, drill down through your heels. You feel the glutes squeeze and activate the lower 3 chakras or energy spheres. A few more breaths. Transforming, letting go of the heaviness of any thoughts that we have been embroiled in lately, any artificial realities we've been creating in our mind. One more. Inhale, lengthening up, reach the sky. And then exhale, sigh, and let your arms melt. I'm going to face the front in mountain pose. Soft knees, touch your fingertips together here. Deep breath. We're just touching fingertips. The fingers are spread. The palms are open in the Hakini Mudra. Mudra for balancing and connecting the hemispheres of the brain, strengthening connection between right and left hemispheres of the brain, helping produce a sense of emotional balance or equanimity, producing a sense of physical balance as well. In shamanic exercise, this can also be known as the gesture of the morning star, meaning a planet that we would see in the horizon anytime during the night. We see the restoration of hope, the finger position of the 5-pointed star, and it was known as Apoichapi, the return of hope. Deep breath here. Good. If you need hope, let yourself feel it coming into you. And again, close your eyes. Feel all of us encircled together tonight. All of us here present. And the other really fascinating thing about streaming online is more people can join this practice in the future and stand with us. So stand in that human family circle and feel your ancestors with us, all those who've come before who are helping us and helping take our fears from us. Breathing, feel the support of all of your guides and guardians, whatever you pray to, whatever you call out to. Good, and we're going to start to move into the direction of the heart center. And the heart center is known as the center direction in shamanic teaching. This is the center. So we have above, we have below, we have center, we have north, east, south, and west in the medicine wheel, and they're all also depicted within us. The center is our truth. And so one of the main causes of illness in shamanic teaching is when we develop a second heart, also known as a false heart. And this is all our ability known as like people pleasing. When we go and we create a life for ourselves based on what we think others would be happy with. Pleasing others, putting their needs before our own. And we create this whole life trying to take care of as many people as possible. And what's known as the second heart is created. So maybe it's not
making you 100% happy or serving your joy. Maybe it is to an extent, but maybe you've created this whole other reality or this other version of yourself thinking, I have to take care of my family, so I have to do X, Y, or Z all the time, or something like that. So this is living like your false happiness creates a false second heart, and that's what this next practice is going to get rid of. So we're going to allow ourselves to take right leg forward, left leg back in a warrior stance. And we're going to be pummeling the heart center and then allowing it to open. Now, in certain tribal traditions, the heart center or the direction of the center was tied to the color purple or violet. Like our intuitive self dwells also in our hearts. So it's very interesting. So we're going to let ourselves, with our warrior stance of our legs, my right knee is a little bit bent, my left leg is more straight and extended. I'm going to inhale and reach my palms out in front. Exhale, I'm going to pummel my heart and let my wings open. Inhale here, we're going to exhale. Inhale. Now, as you continue, let yourself close your eyes if it feels right, or keep a softer gaze. But you're taking a big windy exhalation as you thud the heart center, stimulating the immune function here as we hit the thymus gland or thump it, and we decongest the lungs. But think about breaking up and shattering any false hearts, like these old habits and patterns to people please or put others' needs well before our own, or martyr complex. Also breaking up resentment and jealousy and comparisons to others' lives. One more breath here. Inhaling, reach to the sky. Exhale, sigh, and melt. Inhale, center, step the feet. Reach the palms forward. Exhale, step the opposite leg back. Hands filled with light. Again, soft gaze or close the eyes. Imagine your hands filled with a ball of light, like the light of your truth, the light of what brings you joy. Asking yourself right now as you hold the hands here, what would create more peace or more joy in my life at this time? That's what the heart center is all about. Our center of truth, our center compass. Inhale here. Exhale and feel that light hit the heart. Sphere of light pummeling into your heart center. Inhale, exhale. When you experience this, you might even think of children giggling, like yourself laughing earlier if you could, and if it was scary, that's okay. But just thinking of giggling or the laughter of your loved ones. Who has the best laugh that you can think of? Think of it filling your heart. And also think of what things you can do that would enhance your sense of joy or peace. Pummel those ideas into your heart. Let your heart sing. 2 more breaths. One more. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, step the back foot forward to mountain stance, coming back to the center of your mat. We're going to bring both our hands over the heart. I push one palm into my chest and stack the other on top, spreading the fingers in Garuda Mudra, meaning the sacred eagle. Deep breath here. Heart center is tied to the air. The other most amazing thing about the heart center, or the direction of the center, it's called in shamanic teaching, this is your center, your self. This is your true self, your absolute truth, your true essence. Listening to your heart also helps you connect to your high self. As you hold the center, cherish it. It's tied to the element of air, and in Lakota tradition, the air we breathe is known as the Holy Spirit of God. So through this next practice called Dancing Warrior, we're going to allow ourselves to breathe in the Holy Spirit of God, letting it bless all of our cells, all of our centers, every part of ourself, washing us clean and clear. And it's a joyful, peaceful experience, enhancing our joy. So we're going to allow ourselves to alternate a little side to side, stepping in and out of a warrior lunge.
So what's going to happen is when I step my right foot to the right corner, my arms open like a warrior two position, or your palms might even float up. You come to center and you find prayer hands aligning with your truth, your center. And you step off to the other side and then back to center. What happens with the breath, we inhale here at center in Tadasana Mountain, and as we step to Virabhadrasana, we exhale and we make an HA sound, ha, with a little sigh if we can. If you need to whisper that tonight, that's perfect. But if you can go, ha, inhale, ha, because ah is the vowel sound of opening the heart center. Ha, begin when you're ready, inhale. Ha. Maybe you whisper it. Ha. Ha. Now as you step, we'll go a little faster. Ha. 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 Soft gaze, like your eyes are just open slightly. Ha. Ha. Maybe you can do this with your eyes closed if you feel safe. Ha. Ha. It's an energizing, revitalizing practice. Ha. And it lets Holy Air, Holy Spirit fill our entire being. Tunkanshala. Ha. Blessing our high self who exists at our center. Center direction. Ha. Known as the heart. Ha. In tribal tradition in certain cultures tied to the color purple or violet. We're going to slow it down now. Inhale. 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 As you inhale, center, big breath in. Exhale, sigh. And notice how you feel. How did it feel as you close your eyes and integrate? How did it feel to let your wings be light and free, not carrying the worry about needing to make someone else happy, we always want our loved ones to be happy, but we can't really impact that. And so the center direction teaches us to mind our own business. The center direction talks about, can you reorient and refocus on your own happiness and your own peace and your own truth? And by living that way, let those energies of peace, happiness, and truth spill out and ripple out to all those in your life. And by focusing and reorienting on your center, your truth, you will impact and bring peace to this world. You'll bring healing. Breathe here. Enjoying that. As we move into the direction of, we call, coming up to our throat center, the direction of the west is the throat. We're going to be working also with the bear totem. Okay. So as we work with the bear totem, it's about this idea of letting go, the throat center expressing so that we can let go. So we can let go through words, we can let go through thought as we exhale, thinking of what we want to let go of and letting it come out with our breath. We can let go by creating expressive creation. So you might be painting, drawing something, getting it out of your physical self to let it go. And the other part of the direction of the west, the throat center, is to create beauty and gratitude in our life, because that is the spiritual alchemy of turning everything into more goodness in your life. So we learn to speak beauty and not fear. We speak and practice speaking beauty to create beauty in our lives. So we're going to come into bear stance, and again, it feels like a goddess or a temple. Legs aren't as wide unless you want them to be, and we're just going to take a few bear stance positions here. Knees and toes are angled slightly out. I'm going to have my arms up on either side here, elbows bent. And again, we inhale and kind of reach the sky. Exhale, we make these little bear claws with our hands, and we take a little bit of a deeper knee bend if that feels safe, just for a few repetitions. And you're gonna let yourself go. I'm gonna do a lion's breath, tongue out and down. And start to think about what you need to express. The direction of the west, the setting sun. How we can let go of control, let go of words, let go of painful memories, let go of disempowering thoughts as you embody bear. Keep it going, let it roar. Couple more. Last one. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, draw the energy in to your center. My palms are up. Drawing my feet back to center here. I'm going to take one foot back again, warrior, 1 foot forward. I have my left leg forward, my right leg is back. We're going to work with this warrior exercise again for the throat and the breath and letting go. And you're going to let yourself play with this, again, ego eradicator hand gesture from Kundalini. It's where your fingers curl in and your thumbs do too, and it's kind of like a little paw or claw shape. I'm going to take, so my left leg's forward, I'm going to take my right arm forward first, pull my opposite hand back. So I'm going to go, and then I'm going to switch. And you notice the big sound. And we're going to start with the H-O-O breath, like the big bad wolf, huffing and puffing. And you think about one last thing you want to get off your mind, off your chest, that old thing you've been dragging around that you want to let go of. Breathe it out. And now we're going to change this to He Na Me. So you're going to alternate. He Na Me. And it's the first few words of the bear chant. He Na Me. And go. He Na Me. And it's to invoke self-power. He Na Me. You could whisper it. He Na Me. Keep it going. He Na Me. Once more. He Na Me. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, arms melt. Take a little forward release over the front leg. I'm taking my hands to my thigh, letting my chest spill over the front leg. Now, in that front leg, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. My left leg is front. You could keep the knee as bent as you'd like. You could lower your chest toward the quadricep. You could reach toward the earth. Do what feels okay to you, what feels safe, and breathe. Deep breath here. Horsey lip out your jaw, and also lion's breath or sigh out the jaw, so we're releasing and letting go. Bear making peace with its past, not looking behind itself, learning from its lessons and owning wisdom and compassion. Take one more breath. And when you're ready, walk your hands up that front quadricep, coming back to standing, and just inhale, reach the sky. Maybe stretch your front leg straight. Exhale, pour the arms open. And now open up the arms. So my left leg is forward, my left arm is forward. So same arm and leg forward. Right leg is back, right arm is back. And then I'm going to take left hand to the top of the left quad and just reach my right arm up toward the sky. Breathing here. If you want to go deeper into Trikonasana or triangle pose, you could go arm over the ear. You could walk your hand to your shin bone or block. You could have a bent knee and put your elbow on your quad. Breathe here. Big breath into the side of the body. Breathing, we're rebalancing spine, rebalancing center channel of energy. Breathe. And then exhale, let the arm release. Again, walk your hands up that front quad. Even if it's straight, you bend it, walk it up. Step the feet together. Touch the fingertips at center. Breathe in. Sigh it out. taking our right foot or opposite forward, left leg back. I'm going to make my bear paw gesture here. So if my right leg's forward now, I'm going to be pressing left arm forward first, right elbow pulls back and alternating. And again, this is letting go of anything that you may unconsciously, subconsciously be dragging around and letting the sun set on that part of the cycle of your life. You're going to exhale and we're churning, detoxifying. Now we're going to say hin na me, hi na me, and you might whisper it. Hi na me, hi na me, hi na me. Bear chant was to face your fear and to confidently let go of the past and of shame and guilt. Hi na me, hi na me, hi na me, hi na me. Couple more. Hi na me, hi na and me. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, melt. Take your hands to the front of the quadricep. Guide the upper body over the knee, the quad, the leg. Now, as you're there, you choose how much of a knee bend that you'd like. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. So you could do a big knee bend of the front leg. You could do a small one. You could keep your leg more straight. We don't want to really lock the back of the knee though. So mind that. And I keep my hands just to the top of the quadricep near the hip crease. You could also go to your shin bone. You could also go to the floor or block, breathing here. Relax your jaw, horsey lip it out. Let your head weight go. Beautiful breath in and out. Exhaling. The color tied to the direction of the west in the throat was black. Black. Letting go in the void. Spaciousness, not having attachment to anything. That's the west. Not having attachment to what happened during the day, just letting the sun set on it. Climbing back up from that front leg when you're ready. I'm going to take myself into a little bit of an angle, Trikonasana. So first, my right leg is forward, so my right arm is extending forward. Left leg is back, my left arm is extending back. If you'd like to, you can straighten the front leg more, but I'm going to keep a soft bend here. Inhaling, exhale, right hand to the hip crease. I'm just reaching my left arm up, breathing here. You could go more over that right leg if you'd like, or take the arm over your ear if you'd like. You could also just reach it to the sky. You could go as much of a knee bend as you need in the front leg. You could make a shelf for your elbow, but do what feels right to you, or you might go lower in the stretch, taking straighter leg, hand to shin, ankle, or floor, or block. Breathing. Feel the whole side body, side rib cage fill up with breath, with Tumkanshala, with holy air, Holy Spirit. And as you exhale, letting what you need to have the sun set on in your life, let that cycle end and not have any attachment as best we can to it. Good. And then allowing yourself to release as you're ready. I bend my front leg, my right leg, and climb my hands up my quadricep. I'm going to step my feet and legs together. Take an inhale to the sky. Exhaling. I'm going to shake out my legs like you're a dog or cat with wet paws. Shake out your hands and arms. Do some bilateral alternating. Big breath in and sigh it out. Returning to balance, the earth, the air, the water, the fire, balance within me, balance in my life, all of those elements, balance on the earth, the air, the fire, the water, return to balance. Good, and you're gonna allow yourself, as you come back to center, just inhale and exhale, touch your fingertips together. We're gonna let ourselves circle the right ankle. So I'm just gonna start by rolling over my toe knuckles, getting that right ankle joint moving around. If you would prefer to hold the leg in the air, balance and circle the ankle, you can. Do what feels right. Sometimes it's nice to integrate
the massage around the toe joints. Go both directions when you're ready. The earth, the air, the fire, the water. Return to balance. Shaking out that leg when you're ready. And then going to the opposite foot. So opposite side, when you feel like you'd like to switch it, you might roll over the toe knuckles at first, going both directions, or you might have your foot up in the air balancing. Deep breath here. Keep breathing. Good. We're going to shake out the legs. Now, as we finish up our standing series, we're going to just let ourselves play with expression from the heart, the throat. We won't actually say anything, but with the breath we'll express. Before we do that, we're just going to let for some little head movements here. So you're going to tip and tilt the head as we're finishing up around the throat center. Tip and tilt. Then you might go half circling. If you'd like to let your arms dangle, let it happen. Half circling the head, chin drops down, ear goes over the shoulder, and then chin drops down, ear goes over the opposite shoulder, breathing here. And now we have to remember that with the throat center, it's about creating beauty in our reality through our thoughts and our words. Being able to let the sun set on past days and leave them in the past. Knowing the past cannot harm us. Good, and then let your head start to come back to center when you're ready. You might shrug or circle your shoulders, relax the jaw. And then we're going to play with the standing breath here. I'm going to stand sideways so you can see. As I inhale, the hands pull into my mouth and throat. As I exhale, it releases forward. And I inhale it in, and I exhale it out. So with inhaling and exhaling, and when you exhale, you can do a slight knee bend. You can reach the arms higher now and exhale. And think about beauty is what's being born from your thoughts and from your breath. In Lakota, this is known as Nyan, the eternal life of our thoughts, brought to life by our breath, the eternal life of our thoughts. Nyan. Exhale what you want to create in your life. Exhale positive thoughts into your home, your dwelling space. Exhale positive thoughts through your body. Growing beauty with our thought and our word. And now as you exhale, bend your knees. You might even go more toward a ragdoll and then all the way up if you like. I'm going to go sideways. Exhale. Inhaling up. My knees are nice and bent through this. Washing yourself now with breath, with holy air. One more breath. Inhaling to the sky. Exhaling, sighing it out. I'm going to face the front. Coming into the direction of the north, the third eye center. Third eye chakra tied to north. It is tied to the color white, and it is tied to the totem of the buffalo, the restoration of faith. So intuition and spiritual connection, but more specifically, the dedication of our faith over time paying off, being rewarded for the dedication of our faith and growing through the dedication of our faith. So we're going to let ourselves do one last standing exercise. I know I said that a moment ago, now I'm serious. We're going to take ourselves to a shrub pose and our legs. So we have our heel of one foot on the ankle or inside of the opposite leg on the ball of the foot, and we're going to make a triangle shape with our hands.
We're going to take the triangle like a lens, and we're going to allow it to be placed just above our forehead, third eye. So I'm lifting my chin. So if the sun was shining through my hands right now, it would leave a mark right on my third eye center. And you're going to let yourself either focus up through that space in the triangle hands, or close your eyes if you can. And you're going to breathe deeply. The gesture for clearing our perception, opening our perception, strengthening third eye connection, and also roots to the earth. The color white, connecting with whatever we pray to, whatever we believe in. Can you let yourself right now think of being high above your life and looking down from a high vantage point? Even looking down from a point in the future, looking at our lives right now and seeing how it all works out. As you exhale, let the hands part and melt like you're parting the clouds and clearing the mental fog. And step forward on the opposite foot. Reverse your shrub so that I have the opposite ball of the foot down on the earth, heel inside the leg. Finding triangle lens. It was a gesture of protection and sealing in our energy, this triangle mudra. Focusing up or closing the eyes if it feels right. So trusting that everything will work out, everything will be okay. Things might even work out better than we could ever imagine. Given the history of our lives so far, looking back and recognizing that everything has worked out for the highest and best, and letting yourself connect to that kind of faith. Everything in my life has worked out. It has been a miracle. It has been amazing. And everything may continue to work out. It will continue to work out better than I could ever imagine. Tied to the totem of the white buffalo, color white, divine white light. Exhaling, lowering your arms, releasing your legs. Shake out your hands, shake out your feet, shake out your legs. Shake out your jaw and your lips, horsey lip. We're going to take just a moment, just a little stomping of your feet, a little shaking out of your hands. It's like a little mini temper tantrum. Just really ground with the earth. You might shake the hands low, stomp it into the earth. Connect your roots. It always comes back to our source, where we came from. It said we come from the earth, and to her we return. Connecting with Maka, Earth Mother. Stomp, close your eyes. Few more breaths, just letting your arms move freely. Deep breath. And then starting to slow down that bilateral stomp. Inhaling up to the sky. Exhale, let the energy wash down, around and over you. Lowering down through ragdoll, bending your knees, hanging forward. Deep breath. Allow yourself to choose for a squat option to get into the hips and groin. You can go elbows to quads if you need a gentle approach, or hands to quads. If you can go deeper, you can squat like a frog. Breathe deep. You might even shift your weight side to side or stay centered. Deep breath here. Keep breathing. And we're going to connect with the energy of the crown chakra in just a moment as we go to what we call the direction of the above, and it's tied to sky blue color. So if you would like to, as you work your way down to the earth, maybe your body calls you to one more down dog where you can explore and play. So if you need that little back of the leg stretch, go there. Maybe you take a leg up or do any movement you would like with a leg. Maybe not. Maybe you're in child's pose right now. Do what feels good. We're just following the wild animal of the body here. As we come into the arms of earth, take a couple more movements. Good. If you need a little mini cobra, you might take a little up dog stretch or a cow back swaying.
Take a couple more breaths wherever you're working. And then whenever you're ready, find a comfortable seat. So you might bring back your block or cushion or blanket to sit on. Before we let ourselves retire to the earth to take last few stretches, unwinding in our final relaxation, let yourself find your comfortable seat to connect with breathing for the 4 directions of the 4 seasons, balancing the elements of the body, the earth, the air, the fire, the water. We balance the elements within ourselves and then connect to the above. We have to be firmly rooted in the below, it is said, to connect to the above, the crown. So let yourself find your heavy seat. Deep breath. Maybe you take the gesture of the 5-pointed star, or known as Hakini Mudra, touching the fingertips together, letting them rest in your lap or just down lower. Taking a couple cleansing breaths, relaxing your jaw and your tongue. So feel yourself firmly rooted to earth, the energy of brown and green color moving up through your legs, your feet, into your low torso. Feel the energy of the east, the sacral chakra, coming alive like the dawn sun rays of yellow flooding in your space of creation and birthing. Around the hips, the low back, sacrum, belly. As you breathe, feel the connection to the south, where we're responsible, mature individuals and adults, and we want to cultivate more beauty in our lives. We want to create beautiful ceremony. Coming into the direction of the solar plexus, or the center of the solar plexus, the color red, like fire. Our self-determination, our sense of self, our willpower here. Breathing. And then letting yourself walk up to the 4th sphere of energy, known as heart chakra, or the center direction, our truth. And it opens like violet or purple color. Our high self integrated and married to the physical self here. Our true happiness, our true peace here. Breathe into that space. Governing chest and lungs, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers. Walking upward into the throat and the cervical spine, the jaw, the tongue, and the ears. What we express, our truth, our creativity, and it's the direction of the west, of the setting sun, letting the sun set on certain cycles of our life, on certain days of our life, on our past. It's the color black, like a beautiful empty void that we fill up our throat with, our jaw, our ears. Empty void. There's no negative, there's no positive, but we intend and hope to grow more beauty through our words and intention from our throat space. We wander up into the 3rd eye center through the brain and the sinuses, seeing white, divine white light, divine beautiful white light. Sense of intuition and faith, connection to the higher power. And we walk up to the crown of the head, and it opens like a portal to the clear blue sky. Crown chakra, the above direction. 3rd eye was the north direction. The crown is the above direction of the sky, grandfather's sky, bringing in clarity and expansive perception and connection to all living things. So now as you sit in this posture, feeling connection to all of those practicing with us tonight and all of those who may practice with us in the future, and feeling right now the connection to all of those who have come before us in our past, our teachers, our loved ones, our guides and our guardians. Everybody here in circle with us. And we're going to breathe for the 4 seasons together. We inhale for 4 counts, representing the direction of the east, or the sacral chakra,
We hold the breath in, representing the summer for 4 counts, representing the solar plexus. We exhale for 4 counts, representing the west, the throat center, letting go. We hold the breath out for 4 counts, representing the direction of the north or winter, the third eye center. So take a big breath in, sigh it out, and inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, giving birth, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, creating, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, letting go, holding out 1, 2, 3, 4, connecting to spirit, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, awakening the child mind, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, creating beautiful ceremony, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, creating beauty through thought and word, holding out 1, 2, 3, 4, connection to all here and present, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, holding out 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, sigh. Allow yourself to begin to shift to the earth if you choose, or you might stay up in a comfortable meditative position. But if you'd like, taking any last movements now as you come to the earth, we return to our source, to Maka. Rock out the back. You might hug your knees and rock around, or windshield wiper your knees. You might twist the legs, but do what feels good in your body right now. You might close your eyes and just trust the wild animal of the body to express how it needs. Happy baby. V, angle legs. What feels right here? Hip openers. Take this time for yourself. Deep, beautiful breath wherever you're at. You might go to diamond legs. You might let your arms rest up on either side of your head. Do what feels good. Any hamstring stretches. Take your time to work any kinks out of your muscles, out of your body. Just closing the eyes, connecting into the wild animal of the body. And when you feel like you're ready to settle into a final relaxation position, a Shavasana nest, let yourself use any props or blankets that you might need to support yourself with tonight. And we'll play with our final relaxation in our connection to the crown, but also integrating all of the energy spheres, all of the energy centers. So let yourself get comfortable. And so the direction of the above in our interconnectedness to all things, our relation to all things, it can also be tied to the energy of the birds that come and visit us every day and that tell us they're hearing our prayers and our thoughts. It was believed that the birds took the prayers of the people up to Creator. And so they were also tied with the clear blue sky, with the above direction. So as you settle in tonight, think about any bird that you've recently seen outside your home or that really stood out to you. Maybe a bird has gifted you with some feathers across your path lately. And feel the connection to that bird as you settle into the arms of Maka, the Earth Mother, in the below direction of the root center. So as you exhale, we feel the balance between the above and the below. We settle into the arms of Maka. We feel the body heavy and releasing. Take a huge breath in. We feel the filling, the sustaining of the breath. And as you exhale, you feel the sink, the release, the heaviness. And I'm going to share with you the chant of the spotted eagle from the Lakota people. So let yourself think of any prayers going upward, prayers for all of us, prayer for the health of humanity, prayers for the earth, prayers for your own life personally, whatever is on your mind today, on your heart, let it be lifted to the Creator. Kola leia pinayam, kola leia pinaya lena makupelo e. Kola leia pinaya lena makupelo e. Wakantankia wan blikleshka oyate wan makupelo e. Kola leia pinaya lena makupelo e. Makupelo e. Makupelo e. Breathing in. Let the earth energy balance you and rebalance you as the support that you need integrates into your feet. The strength of the earth climbs up your legs and into your lower body. The below direction blessing you. Let the energy continue to rise up into the space of the sacrum, and like dawn's light rising over the horizon, that yellow light pouring through your sacrum in the space of new beginnings and birth and rebirth, the child mind opening with curiosity and humor instead of fear, letting that spread through you, creating this new reality for yourself. The energy rises upward to the solar plexus in the direction of the south. Our sense of being mature and responsible, of creating our reality of self-will, self-power, self-esteem, and we let fire burn here in the solar plexus direction of the south like red flame that leaves our eternal mark on this world, how we choose to use our energy, our thoughts, and our intentions to leave a lasting mark to better this world. The energy rises to the heart center like violet purple through the heart and the chest. The center direction of our truth, of our joy, of our peace, who and what we truly are, our higher self, married here in the pumping, beating heart center. Every heartbeat echoing our truth. We can't deny it. Let yourself flood with that purple violet light through the arms and hands like wings expanding. And the energy rises through the throat and neck in the void space of blackness where we happily let go with grace, and we use the void to produce thoughts and prayer of beauty, multiplying beauty, thoughts of beauty, words of beauty, never bringing anyone down, including ourselves, lifting us up with the creation of gratitude and blessing. And feeling the energy rise to the third eye center, the direction of the north, tied with divine white light, white wash of light, and all of the hard work and determination of our faith paying off in miraculous ways, just believing more and fearing less. Trusting that our lives have worked out in miraculous ways so far, and they will continue to do so. And breathing up to the crown as we imagine clear blue sky, opening and connecting all of us through the prayers that go up to Spirit, the thread of divine essence connecting all of us. in the above direction, as we all look upward and can feel comforted and even small, as our world comes into perspective and we gain perspective, opening our perception. Breathing deep through all of these centers and spheres of the self. Allowing yourself to deepen the breath as you're ready. Bringing awareness back to the space that you're in, body connecting to earth. Wild animal, the body alive with energy and balance. Breathing, smiling. Maybe you swallow and wiggle your toes or your fingers. Maybe you roll to rest on one side in the fetal position in your own timing. Practice that gentle smile. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, return, 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 return. Coming into balance, into fullness, into harmony. When you're ready, come to your final comfortable seat and we'll just finish up our practice. I'll share with you the final message of the cards that I pulled this evening. The cards are from a Lakota Sioux spiritual deck, and it talks to us about this rebirthing process we're all in right now, recreating our lives, new ways to live and be, with Maka, the Earth Mother, supporting us. We decide to connect with that life force that brought us here and our intentions, and how do we want to leave our mark on this earth as we move forward with Niyan, the life force. Things are in motion in Skan, the dark cycles falling away, and our manifestation abilities, creating our dreams and the lives that we want, coming back into balance, but focusing and setting our sights on those intentions always and with a full, true heart. Feeling the support of the earth, Niyan, the stone of the earth, always with us, above us, to ground us, to protect us, to keep us here and present. And then allowing for the restoration of hope, Apowi Chapi, it's the morning star, knowing to continue to have hope, to pray, to have hope that it's all going to work out and come back to harmony and balance with the card Olawampi, the harmony of the sacred songs. It's all going to come back to balance. And we're all going to have a new sense maybe of spiritual awakening. Yishinitu, the spiritual awakening is coming and bringing peace. The peace, the Wagle Shun peace, Wagle Shun tied to the swan, bringing us peace. Continuing to say prayer for the people and continuing to express from our hearts to make positive change and to let go what we have no control over. Those were the cards with us this evening, and we integrated to our energy center practice tonight. So taking a big breath, hands at prayer, as I'll close with a prayer to the four directions. To the east, to our sacral center. I am truly grateful for this new beginning. I have an opportunity to start again, and I joyfully open my child mind. Thank you. To the south, or the solar plexus energy center. Today I will let myself be young. I will learn something. I will move, work, and honor the wild animal of my body. To the west, the center of the throat. I am a good parent, a good adult. I am mature and responsible. I will tell stories of beauty and I will create ceremony. To the north, the seat of the third eye center. I am the wisdom of the elders. I revere the natural order. I bring hope to others and restore resources to those without. And to the center, the heart. The fires of my heart will be alive today. May my heart warm the lives of those around me. May I always be true to my heart. Inhaling, reaching to the sky. Exhaling, letting the arms open. Finding prayer hands as you bow to yourself for participating in this balancing practice this evening. May we see beauty before us and beauty below us. Beauty before us and beauty behind us. Beauty above, beauty below. May we practice speaking, thinking, and performing acts of beauty. And may we awaken to the beauty all around us and within us. For in beauty it was started, and in beauty it is finished. In beauty it is finished. Thank you so very much for practicing with me this evening, and namaste. May you continue to rebalance in this beautiful way. Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. Remember, we're going to start private Facebook groups next week via Facebook Live, so please reach out if you are interested. And I thank you so very much. If you feel inspired to make a donation to Branches tonight, it's paypal.me/Branches of Wellness. Thank you.